Says the Gemara. Tanu Rabbanon. Ein koirin ovois. Ein koirin ovois. Inochaname ein koirin leovois elo lishloisha. So Rashi says ein koirin ovois leIsrael. LeIsrael. Ein koirin ovois leIsrael. And basically, we know the Gil said this in Masechet Brachot. In Masechet Smoches, sorry. In Masechet Smoches, in the end of the Masechet of the Zohar, there's Masechet Ktanes. And over there, the Gil says, Ein koirin always leovinu. You don't call always ovinu, elo lishloisha. This is Yaakov Avinu, Yitzchak Avinu, and Avraham Avinu. That means Ein koirin to the always ovinu, elo lishloisha. That's the Gil over there. And when we say always, when we refer to always, shloisha always is Avraham Yitzchak. Let's see it inside. Ein koirin always. We don't say about them that they are the Avos. You see Imois, yeah, the same thing. Shloisha Avos. Elo, only that these three, Nochoname, Elo L'Shloisha. Says the Gemara. Ve'ei koirin Imois. You don't call Imois, the Arba Imois. Only also Elo L'Shloisha. And the Shloisha, Arbo, sorry, Elo Arbo. So Rashi says, who's the Shloisha? Elo L'Shloisha, Avrom, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. And what's the Lafuke? The Shvotim. The Shvotim, Nochoname, we're going to see Nochoname, but we're going to see later on that in the afternoon Daled, we're going to see over there, the Gemara says, after Daled base, Oroye, Shenas, Mokim Shenasu, Nisim, La'avoiseinu. Oroye, Mokim Shenasu, Nisim, La'avoiseinu. Oimer Bo, Sheoso Neis, La'avoiseinu. Right? In the Choyre, the Gemara says also later on after that, Oroye, Goiv Arayos. Someone sees a lion's den. Says the Gemara, so also he makes over there the same possible. So the same bochel, avoiseinu. So you see that what?
It's different avinu and avoiseinu.
No, but avos. You don't call avos. Avoiseinu is a plural of avos, no?
We say Avraham Avinu, we don't say Reuben Avinu.
Avraham Avinu in?
Not Yosef Avinu.
In avos.
Prime Menashe.
What's avos? Avos is avinu? It's also not avinu. Well, he said avos, and avoiseinu means avos. Not only in avoiseinu. The Chida wants to bring from this that you can come and say ovinu or avoiseinu. Only when we come and say Ein koirin avos is dafke avos, mamish avos. But anything else, avoiseinu and also ovinu, that's what he wants to learn. But also ovinu is also going to be good. Chutz from avos itself. When we say over here Ein koirin elo lishloisha. This Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov, Fuke Shvotim is Davke thing. But Avoiseinu, yes, we can say.
Russian is expansion.
Yeah, always, yeah. So everyone asks, so always Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov.
Only the obvious is the stream.
Ah, very good. But Rashi can say they are always. Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov. Don't ask. Always, we know always Ein koirin always elo lishloisha.
There was nobody else yet either.
The Shvotim. Rashi says that Fuke Shvotim. That's what Rashi says. Very good. Yeah, sagt die Gemara. So Ein koirin always elo shloisha, but the Nochoname the thing. Okay. Ve'ein koirin, we don't call Oimoes elo le who only davke ta'arba. Who's the arba? Says the Rashi. L'arba Soro Rivko, Rochel and Leo. What's it Bilo and Zilpo? They are not considered Imoes. Why are they not considered Imoes? They're also part of the Shvatim, no? So why they not consider the Imois? So in Nochoname, we find that in Nochoname, on the matter of Moshe, that's what it's brought on the Targum Yonason actually. And the matter of Moshe was, it says over there, I would say over there, Chakukim Olav, right? There was all of the Avos in Imois, on the matter of Moshe. I think in Targum Yonason. Targum Yonason says that on the matter of Moshe was Shloisha Avos and all the Imois. Who's all the Imois? Says V'sheish Imois. Why? Because also Bilo and Zilpo were also chakukim on the matter of Moshe. So we do find. But over here in Nochoname, we don't call over here Imois on the Shvachos maybe. Because they Nochoname, and that's why.
Not because Rachel said Ibanem Imena. She will have children because she can have children. So Bilha will have the children.
Yeah.
So Ibanem Imena. So you can't say the name of Bilha because it's really Rachel's children.
You're saying Ibanem Imena.
I don't know. What doesn't know for a reason. So we do see, but over in the Gemara we see that Nochoname only these are the imois. Arba imois. In Ochoname, we say only the imois and not on the shvachos, because they are the shvachos. Says the Gemara, Ovois my time, sorry. Why we don't call in Ochoname according to Rashi Lafuka Shvatim? So why don't we call the Shvatim also Ovois? Why don't we call, that's a question, why don't we call the Shvatim also Ovois? Says the Gemara, because we don't know. And no one knows exactly, so you can't come and say Ovinu, right? You can't come and say Ovois because maybe he's not your father. And what we call them Imois. And for the Gemara, Elo, Adoche, that means till the end of the Doiris of the Ovois Imois, Chashive. After that, we don't call them Ovinu. They're not chashuv enough to call them Ovinu, and that's why the Shvatim, we're not calling them anymore Ovinu. Tanya Yidoch. Avodim u'shvachos ein korin oisom abo ploini and ve'imo ploinis. Why? Because maybe they're going to puzzle the people that's calling them, and this is a little bit a people can mistake. Why? Because they can say, oh, he's his mother. That means, okay, he's the son of a shivcha. He's the son of a... And that's why you shouldn't call him imo. So even if a person has a nanny who takes care of the kids, so you shouldn't call it, you should get used to calling over there mum or something like that, right? Because in it's a problem. If you the Gemara over here, the person has a au pair and she brings up the children, or one of these things. So okay, says the Gemara. So in Ochaname, Italian of everybody was showing the an Abba Poloni, Veimo Polonis, because it might come from over here. Mistake, it might come over a mistake, and they're gonna think that he's a son or he's an Eved, or they're gonna think in Ochoname, they're gonna think that the Shifcha is Ksheira. The Chash could be on many different ways. Says the Gemara, Rabban Gamliel, you call your son Abba Ploini Veimo Ploinis. For the Gemara, Maisel, you just told me that what? That you shouldn't be called Abba Ploini and Imo Ploinis, and just now you're bringing your Maisel that yes, you can come and say that Rabban Gamliel said. Says the Gemara, yeah, over there was no problem. Mishum the Chashiva. That means the Bnei Bayis of Gamliel were Choshuv, and because they were Choshuv, so there will be Nikar that they are not kids from that Shivcha. Says the Gemara, it says over there, David HaMelech says, it says over there, in it's a pasuk in Tehillim, right? The ganze pasuk, Kein avorecho b'chayoi b'shimcho eso kapai. What's the pshat in the pasuk? Kein avarecho b'chayai. What's Kein avarecho b'chayai? Says the Gemara, and the emshech of the psukim is K'moi chaylev v'deshen. We can see the Gemara brings it later on. K'moi chaylev v'deshen tisba nafshi v'sivsei renonois yehalel pi. The Gemara brings it out later. That's the emshech of the pasuk. That's pasuk hey, and that's pasuk vav. Kapitel Tzamach Gimel. Kapitel Tzamach Gimel Tehillim. So the first pasuk is Kein avarecho b'chayai b'shimcho eso kapai. K'moi chaylev v'deshen tisba nafshi v'sivsei renonois yehalel pi. We'll down over here on the side also. Both of the psukim. So in Ochoname, the question is over here, why it says K'moi chaylev. What's K'moi chaylev? It should come and write Kein avarecho b'chayai b'shimcho eso kapai, and that's why in this chal chaylev v'deshen tisba nafshi. That means David HaMelech is going now on the pasuk beforehand. Ki toiv chas decho mechaim svosei shabchucho. That means it's a chesed. That means that my lips are coming and thanking you, right? And then he says the schar is because I'm coming and blessing you. That's what they're gonna get. Says the Gemara. That's why in Ochonami we should come and thank Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Says the Gemara. No, Elomai was a pshat. Bechayai kein avarecho b'chayai. What is kein avarecho b'chayai? Zu kriya shma. Why kriya shma is called b'chayai? In Krishma, in Ochoname, we come and say Baruch Shem. And that's why Kein Avorecho Bechayai. And in Krishma we say Baruch Shem Kavod Malchusay. And Masechet in Tefillah we say Nesius Kapayim. And that's why that is B'Shimcho Eso Kapai Zu Tefillah. Because then we do in Ochoname the Nesius Kapayim. When did we do the Nesius Kapayim? Azay Zog the Rabbeinu Bechai in Kada Kemach. Kada Kemach he says that Baruch Shem is connected Kein Avorecho Bechayai. Because that's the Baruch Shem. Avorecho Bechayai. I do the Bracha Bechayai. That's Krishma. And Eso Kapai, when they do the Nesius Kapayim and Tefillah, that's why that's the Chelek of Tefillah. That's why it's the Chelek of Tefillah. Zog the Gemara. The Goen says, why Bechayai is Krishma? He says, because we know Krishma has Ramach Tevois. Keneged Ramach Ivorim. And that's why that's the Bechayai. That's the life of a person. Ramach Ivorim of a person. How many letters we have in not letters, tevis, words we have in the Krishma? Ramach. And that's why in Ochoname, that's Ramach, Keneged the Krishma. That's Keina, Vorcho Bechayai in my life. That's what keeps my life going. That's the Ramach tevis or Ramach thing. Zog die Gemara weiter. Beshim Choyzak, Abba Izot Tfile. Ve'im Oise Kein, and if he does that, all of Akosu Voimer, Kemoi Chele Vedeshen Tisba Nafshi, it's Nochoname, his Krishma is Choshuv, like what we say in Nochoname beforehand. In Nochoname is going to be Choshuv for him, in Nochoname Kemoi Chelev, that we say Kemoi Chelev Vedeshen Tisba Nafshi, it's going to be Choshuv by Krishma Tfile, Keilu Yos Makriv the Chelev, Chelev is the fat, the best Chelek of the Korban and the Deshen of the Korban Oilo. Because also in Chonam Bizman HaChurban is going to be Tisba Nafshi, because we know that is Keneged the Korbanos, as we'll see later. ולא יויד, אלא שאינו יחיד שני אילומים, או אילום הזה ואילום הבא, שנאמר, וספוסי, וסיפסי, רנונויס יעל-פי. What means renonois? How many renonois is? Renonois is a plural. That means two renonois. What's the two renonois? In Chonam that's what we say, באילום הזה, and באילום הבא. In Chonam is noichel to שני אילומוis. And he's noichel oilom hazeh for Krishma, and oilom habo for Tefillah. What's the pshat? So you know, as I state in Kada Kemach, as oilom hazeh, he's noichel shnei oilomos, oilom hazeh and oilom habo. Which oilom is for what? So the Kada Kemach said, Rabbeinu B'chaim, Kada Kemach says the oilom hazeh for Krishma, and the oilom habo is for Tefillah. So in Ochonam, as we said before, in the God, it's very good because the Chaya is the Ramach Ivorim. The Ramach Ivorim, oilom hazeh, that's Keneged the Krishma. Zog di Gemara. Okay. Now we're going to see just nuschos, how they would finish the davening. How they would finish the davening. Similar to what we are based on. You see, okay, let's see it inside. Zog di Gemara. Rab Lozo, Bosad the Messiah, after he would come and finish the daven, he would come and say, Omar Oche. Yehi rotzo milfonecho Hashem Elokeinu shetishko beporeinu. That means poreinu is Miloshen Goyrol, right? Hu hapur, hu hagoyrol, that's right. Poreinu. And ahavo ve'achvo shalom ve'reus ve'tar be'gvuleinu be'talmidim ve'tatzliach soifeinu achris v'tikva. That means our achris should be good, and in Ochonam what we came and we hoped for. Ve'tosim chalkeinu be'ganeidin ve'sakneinu be'chover toiv ve'yetzer toiv bo'ilomecho ve'nashkim ve'nimtzo yichul. Yichul means in Ochonam our tivus. I mean, which tivus? Yechu levoveinu, the tivus of our levoveinu, leiro eshemecho. In Ochonam, that word we davening that the Yitzhak shouldn't come and go up on us. In Ochonam we shouldn't have hirurei aveire. We shouldn't have hirurei aveire because in Ochonam to remove the Rebbeinu Shalom. That's what the Kama says when he wakes up in the morning. V'tova lefonecho koiras nafshenu. That means koiras nafshenu. We should have enough. Sibuk nafshenu. Yeah, we should have enough for whatever we need. We should have enough. And letoivo. Rabbi Yochanan Bosad Messiah. So that was the nusach when he would come and finish the davening that we would come and say. Says the Gemara. Rabbi Yochanan Bosad Messiah. So Yisrael Maroche. Yehi rotzo mifonecho Hashem Elokeinu shetotitz bebushdeinu. That in Ochonam we are misbayesh from the aveiros that we have in our hands. And as we know beforehand, kol misbayesh moichalin loy. So the tzlach, that's exactly what we're davening for. We said before in kol misbayesh moichalin loy. We learned it out from. Remember, we learned it out from Shaul. Right? Shaul was this bayish and made a moichali lo zog the tzlach. That's exactly what we're davening over here. We want to come to have a busha from our aveiros. But tamid b'ra'aseinu, that in Ochonam we should know and we should in Ochonam understand the if there is bad what's coming up on us. That's what Rashi explains. Teida v'titen libcha. I'm reading from Rashi. Teida v'titen libcha bero abo oleinu. Ochonam. You should understand the thing, and Ochonam should prevent it. Once you see the bad that's coming on us, Ochonam should prevent it. And that's all of the in Ochonam leshonis of Rachmim. We don't deserve it in Ochonam, but the Kadosh should come and give us in Ochonam matnas chinam. What? Anvesunesecho. Yeah, that means the anove. That means we shouldn't come in Ochonam from our maisim. Why? Because if it's averis, we have to be zbaish. Basically, we shouldn't do averis. We shouldn't do averis. Velo Nikolem, we shouldn't come, and Inochanami Velo Nikolem, Me Avoiseinu, we shouldn't come and have a busha from our grandfathers. Inochanami is a Maise, I saw once in one of Rabbi Yitzchak Zilberstein's Sforim, about the Velo Nikolem. You heard about the Maise Velo Nikolem? Yeah. There was once a man that was busy doing over there a sefer. The sefer was busy with the sefer, so he was looking for kisvei yodos and for old sforim. So he went to the library in Givat Ram, and he was sitting there and basically, and came to him over there, the girl that was working over there, and she tells him she looks into all the nischoyas. She never saw Nusach Velo Nikolem in Birkas Hamazon. Velo Nikoshel, Velo Nikolem. So what's Velo Nikoshel? She didn't find this Nusach. So he told her, okay, if I see something, I'm gonna. He takes down an email or something. I don't know if it was an email then, but takes down over there exactly address, writes down. Kids, after a while, after a few months, he finds in Honame old Nusach that says over there Velo Nikoshel. So he takes it, he does a photocopy, and he takes a yellow marker and he comes and he puts on the Velo Nikoshel to come into he marks it and he sends it to her. Okay, a few years later, or a few months later, wherever the Maisa goes, he comes and he gets an invitation for Chasna. Doesn't know not the Chasna in Kala, but he decided he's gonna go. He comes, doesn't know anyone. And then as he comes, they come and they tell him, no, come. The Kala said that someone like you might come, and she wants to see you. The Kala says, and she tells him, look, I was not from. I almost got married to a guy. And then the day that I decided I'm going to get married to the guy, I got in the post this Veloini Kosher, marked. I said, it must be over here something special, a sign from heaven. So in Ochanam I decided not to get married, the kids I was Choyzer B'tshuva, and now you see I have a husband, a Ben Torah. I was the Maisa. I saw, maybe I shouldn't add it, but I saw once, there was Rav Monstein. There was a Rav Monstein. He has a Sipurim Vegilguleihem. He used to take Chabatske Maises, and Chabatske Maises is bavus that they make up a lot of things. And he used to take a Maise, and Mamish show that it's Loi Minei V'Loi Miksosei. Mamish Sipurei Elef Laila V'Laila, you say. Mamish, nothing makes sense. So one time, someone told him that over there in the comments, it's not nice, only Chabatske Maises, you take says, okay, next week you're going to do a Litvi Shema. Every week he would come and do a Maise. He took a Litvi Shema, he took this Maise. He started to look where it's coming from. So he bought. This is bought down first time. And then Yatet HaShavua. And then. Kids, the makor of this Maisa is Shai Agnon. Okay, well, but it was a very famous writer 50 years ago. He got the Nobel Prize for Sifut in 1953. So, okay. Huh?
What was the Maisa?
That was a Maisa. That's based on this Maisa. It's based on this Maisa. Okay, but it's a nice Maisa anyway. If it's true or not true, weiß ich nicht. It's not like, yeah, exactly. A Maisa is okay, that's a Veloi Ni Kolem. That's a Veloi Ni Kolem. Sag die Gemara weiter. Rabchie, so Veloi Ni Kolem me avoiseinu. Me avoiseinu in Ochoname we shouldn't have a busha more than our fathers. Says the Gemara. Rabchie bosa de matzle, after he would finish davening, Omar Oche, Yehirotzim mifonecho, Yehirotzim mifonecho Hashem Elokeinu, Shetayito Yeroschom Menuseinu, Ve'al idve libeinu, idve loshen davoy, chol leiv of davoy, v'chol roish lecholi, upset, the person is upset, Ve'al yechshechu eineinu. In Ochoname, that word, eyes and Torah. Says the Gemara, Rav bosa tzlo Yisrael Omar Oche, Yehirotzim mifonecho Hashem Elokeinu, Shetayito lonu, Chaim Aruchim. And in Ochoname, this is the Lashon, what we can say about Hashem, Shabbos V'Oira, Shabbos V'Volchim. About Hashem, this is the, we some have a meaning in Ochonam in the end to say, B'schus Tfilas, Rav. Right? Some have, Rav. So we're, yeah. So in Ochonam, if we say B'schus Tfilas Rav, it comes from over here, this is Tfilas Rav. Yeah, in Ochonam. That in Ochonam, we find in Ochonam, this Tfilah was yes V'Skabel. Says the Gemara, Chaim shel Shalom, Chaim shel Toivo, Chaim shel Brocho, Chaim shel Parnoso. So Chaim shel Chilut Atzomos, in Ochonam we should have a healthy body, right? Not that, also a Chilut Atzomos, a healthy body. חיים שיש בו עם אירס חית, חיים שאין בו עם בושה וכלימו, חיים של אוישה וחובוid, חיים שני בנו, אהבה סטוירו, ואירס שומיים. It's two different iros. Iras chet and ira because in Ochoname the oinish. In Ochoname the best is iras. In Ochoname iras chet is better because that's called iras shomayim.
What's the first one?
Huh?
What's the first one?
We have two different iras, right? We have iras chet and then we have iras shomayim. Two different iras. Iras chet in Ochoname he's scared of the oinish. And Iras Shomayim in Ochoname, he wants to do it because he has Iras Shomayim itself. It's much better than Iras Chet. Says the Chaim Shetemale Lonu es Kol Mishalo is the Bein LeToivo. Rabbi Bosar Tzlo Yisrael Maroche. Yirotz Lefonecho Hashem Lekeinu Lekei Avisei Shetatzilenu Me'az Eiponim, that in Ochoname they shouldn't come and start up with us. Ume'az Usponim, that they shouldn't be Moitzi Onos La'az. That's Az Usponim. That's what Rashi says. Shelo Yitziu Olai La'az Mamzeirus. That's the Lashon of Rashi. In Ochoname. You shouldn't have in Ochoname as a spot. I think that the Goyen explains over here that what we see, Rebbe, who's davening over here? Rebbe Bosat Tzlo Yisrael Amar, right? Ma'azu Sponim. Now Rashi explains what's Azu Sponim. Shelo Yitziu Olai La'az Mamzeirus. So the Goyen fragt what we find in the Gemara Shabbos. The Gemara Shabbos the Lamed Omed Aleph. The Gemara over there brings a mice that the Moitzi on Rebbe La'az. On Rebbe. So the Choyra is on Tefillah. Yeah. So fragt the Goyen, is Tefillah didn't help? Who's doing it? Rebbe boss on it. So the Choyra is like the Goyen. That's what he says in Ochoname. Azus Ponim over here. He explains that it shouldn't be in him Azus Ponim. Wird nicht oben kann Azus Ponim. Huh? What?
Because it was an Oisha. That's
Yeah, that's the Gemara says. Yeah. Huh?
Things ain't Yankov.
Yeah, it's Gemara Shabbos. It's Gemara Shabbos over there, yeah. So in Ochoname, he didn't got saved from his own davening. Davened doch Elomai. He says that Azus Ponim means he davened himself, that he himself shouldn't have Azus Ponim. Why? Because Oshir Yane Azus. And that's a pshat. Why? Because Oshir Yane Azus. And in Mele, that's why he himself davened he shouldn't have Azus. Okay, that's what they're going to say. Azus Ponim. Me'odom ro. Me'odom ro, u'mipega ro, mi'yetzer ro, me'chover ro. We shouldn't learn from his maisi, mi'shochen ro, that in Ochoname you shouldn't get. Shochen ro is the worst thing. Schlechter shochen, you can get the thing. And u'misoten hamashchis. Hamashchis, why? Because in Ochoname, the Yaivetz explains that there's what's soten hamashchis. There's a good soten? He says yes. There's a good soten, there's a soten hamashchis. There's two soten. He says Bilam, he had over there a Satan in front of his way. But the Satan was a good thing then. He says the Satan HaMashchis, that's what we're davening for. We should know the Satan HaMashchis. Umidin kosher, in Ochoname to do a pshore, Umibaldin kosher, Ben Shehu, if that Baldin is a Yid, Ben Beris, Ben, if he's a goy, She'enoi Ben Beris, in Ochoname he's not Gimalet, that means a bris, he didn't have a bris. Says the Gemara, and Rebbe, after the davening, he would come and say also, ואף על גב דקיימה קיצוצי עולה עוד הרבי. That means that in Ochoname was over there, ואף על גב דקיימה קיצוצי עולה עוד הרבי. That means there was over there officers that were standing over there in the midst of an Antoninus to come and to get rid of everyone that's going to come and fight with them. Because Rebbe and Antoninus, we know they were very, very good friends. Rebbe and Antoninus were very good friends. And Antoninus, anything what Rebbe had a problem, Antoninus will take care of. And afilu oche, Rebbe has to count it down, Natzileni mishochen ro, and michover ro, and all of these things, even that he had over there, the shoitrim, as Rashi calls them, the shoitrim of oindim emitzas Antoninus, lehakois leinokem, becholo oindim olov, bepamalia. That's what Rashi, the Lashon of Rashi. So afilu oche, he came and he davened all of these things. Says the Gemara. Rab Safre, Bosar Tzloise, after he would come down, or he would Omar Oche. Yehirotem Mifonecho, Hashem Eloikeinu, Shetosim Sholem Bepamalia Shel Malo. What means Sholem Bepamalia Shel Malo? So Rashi says in Ochoname and Malo, we know there's every nation has over there a Sar, right? Rashi says Bechaburas Sore Yeumosh, Sorim Shel Malo Yesh Tagor Beinayem. There's over there a fight between the Malochim Shel Malo. So he made take his ktoto bein umos, right? Everyone, we know the story Shel Esav, represents the Esav over here in this and down in this world. You can see the Ato Oshu Leilochem Im Sar Poras. That means in Ochoname, if there is everything what we have down here is Kereged Lemalo. The same thing in Ochoname, if it's going to be over there a fight between the Sorim, so it means that also over here it's going to come and start to be silent. That's why. And also the same thing, Mele, Ube Pamalio Shel Mato. That means Pamalio Shel Mato is not between the nations, it's between the Chachomim, says Rashi. Between the Chachomim should also come and be of this Shalom. Ubein HaTalmidim Oiskim Et Erosecho. Bein Oiskim Lishmo, Bein Oiskim Sheloi Lishmo. Just what? They are doing it Hashem Kovid, or Amenas Lekabel Pras. Says the Gemara Weiter, he came in Idaman. What do you done? V'chol Oiskim Sheloi Lishmo. That means, what means over here Sheloi Lishmo? You just said Bein Lishmo, Bein Sheloi Lishmo. So V'chol Oiskim Sheloi Lishmo, it means over here, the Father explained, someone who does Almenas Lekanter. In Almenas Lekanter, it's worse than Lishmo. It's not Lishmo, a person learns because you have to learn. Then this Sheloi Lishmo, you're learning L'Shem Kovet or L'Shem Pras. Almenas Lekabel Pras, he wants money, he wants Kovet, whatever the reason is going to be. And then there's Almenas Lekanter. Almenas Lekanter is Teroso Inasis Luisama Moves. He's learning just to prove someone else that he doesn't know. He's just learning to come and to be Almenas Lekanter. And then in Ochoname, when the person is learning Almenas Lekanter, so then it's Teroso Inasis Loi Sam Hamoves. Over here, when he comes and says, V'chol ha'asokim sheloi lishmo, in Ochoname, that's Yeirotze sheyu oiskim lishmo. In Ochoname, they should come and be oisik in Ochoname and lishmo. The Maharsha says no, that in Ochoname you daven for the ones that are learning sheloi lishmo. I mean, that's the Kabel Pras, they should learn lishmo. That's what the Maharsha says. So it says the Gemara. Rabbi Alexandre Bosat Sloiser Maroche. Rabbi Alexandre, after he would come and daven, in Ochoname, he would come and say the following. Yeirotze ifonecho Hashem Elokeinu. Yeirotze ifonecho Hashem Elokeinu shetamdeinu bekeren oiro. Bekeren oiro, that means in the corner of light. Person feels sometimes in the dark. V'al tiamideinu bekeren chashecho. In Ochoname, we shouldn't feel and we should be in the darkness. Ve'al idve libeinu al yechshecho eineinu. Ike de Amre, some say, Rav Amnune matzle lo this tefillah. Ve'Rab Alexandre, Bosar de matzle, he would say something else. Omar Ocher, Ribono Elomim, Golo ve'yodu al fonecho shechotz eineinu. Really, we want so if you want to do the Ratzon HaBoyer, why don't you do it? Just simply do it. So because in the Choname there is over here someone who stops us. Zokter Soir Shebeiso, that's the Soir Shebeiso, it's the Yetzer Hora, what is called the Soir Shebeiso in the Choname. The Goy says that who's Mimeakev Soir Shebeiso? He says Soir Shebeiso, the Iso is Klal Yisrael, and Soir Shebeiso is the Erev Rav. He says that the Erev Rav and Klal Yisrael stopped the Eden doing mitzvahs worse than the Umoy Soilo. They understand the ones from inside, they're the Ma'asaychu Machivaychu Mechitzeyu, they're the worst than the Umoy Soilo. Sometimes Umoy Soilo can get along with it. But in the Chonami, that's the Soil Shebeiso, it's Medaik. Soil Shebeiso, you have the Iso, it's part of the Iso, you have the soil, right? The east, it's part of the Iso. And if we're talking about the Soil Shebeiso, Pasha is the Yitzhak, right? So in Ochonam, as Rashi says, so he says, Yitzhak shebelibeinu amachmitzeinu. In Ochonam, he says, that's the Erev Rav, in Ochonam Adadeisa. Says the Gemara. What else? V'shiabud malchiyos. In Ochonam, that we're on the goyim, and they don't let us to come and to keep the mitzvah. And that's why he davens. Yehi rotzoin. Yehi rotzoin fonecho, shetatzileni miyodom, save us from them. V'noshuv, laso yischuker etzonecho, beleivov sholem. Rove bosat sloise, after he would daven Omar Ochem. Eloikai. Actually, I was not choshev, I was not good enough to come to be בכלל creative. ועכשיו שנוצרתי, I don't know what's a chashivas, why? כאילו לא נוצרתי, אופו אני בחיי, קל וחומר במיסוסי, פשוט off, why? Because the person comes מאופר בוס, לא לאופר תושוב, הרי אני לפניך, כי חלים מולי בושו וחלימו, ירוצה לפניך, השם אלוהיקי שלו יחתוין, ומה שחוטוסי לפניך, Mareik means to clean. We don't have this nusach, right? I think. Mechoik, we have it. Ve'achamecho ramim, אבל לא על ידי ייסורים וחולוים רואים. והיינו, and that's in Ochonam, this tefillah in Ochonam, that's the vidui, the Rav Amnune, zute beyoyme de Kippur. That's what in Ochonam, when we in Ochonam, we say this nusach, and you keep it after the vidui, and it has in it all the chelkei hatshuva. And this part, we have all the chelkei hatshuva that they are not included in the vidui, and without this, you don't have the mitzvah of tshuva. That is charote. That's what's charote. Charote is achnoe, bushe, Kabbalah, what's Kabbalah? Shelo yechtoid, right? Kabbalah lo osid. Shelo yechtoid. So Nochaname, what means Keilu lo noitzardi? That's charote, right? It's charote. Achno is charote. Kichli molei busho uchlimo. It's charote. Kabbalah lo osid. What's Kabbalah lo osid? Lo yechtoid. Nochaname, the other things that we have in Tshuva, that's what he just said in the video.
This was Rava's tefillah, but Rabbi
No,
Hamdan
no.
incorporated it.
In vidui. He would say it in vidui. I'm saying why we said why it's so important that we add it. So I'm just saying the Meforshim explained because we have 4 Chelkei Tshuva, right? The Rambam says you start with Charote, Kabbalah lo osid, but then we have also the vidui itself. Nochaname, Shalei Kabbalah lo Chet. But where do we have? So we have in Nochaname vidui. We come in and say the Chet itself. But where we have Charote, and where do we have? We don't have Charote. We don't have Kabbalah lo osid. Mefurish. And that's why we say this, and this there is Charote and Kabbalah lo osid. That's why we add it. Says the Mal, but we have to mean it, when you say, no, there's the Meiser with Rameir Shapira, I think. Rameir Shapira once came to Erev Yekippur, or one or other guy came to Erev Yekippur to a town, a village, small village, and he wanted to daven in Erev Yekippur, he wanted to daven Yekippur. Next, Kitzer, he comes to Shul Erev Yekippur, Mincha, he hears this person next to him davening, pouring out his heart. הרי אני לפניך, ככלי מולי בושו, עזה החנוי, עזה בושה, ממש, קיצר, עופר אני בחי, כבחי במיסוסי. He tells the Gabba, this person, I want to sit next to him in Kippur. Kitzur, sits next to you in Kippur. Comes over there, Maftir Yoina. He wanted to buy Maftir Yoina. For whatever reason, he didn't buy Maftir Yoina. They gave it to someone else. And they gave it to Scholten. He started over there. You give it to him. What he thinks he is. What the day I deserve it. Meir Shapira the Chalisha does. I thought you were Chlim Olei Busha Uchlimo. What happened now? He comes up to him, he tells him, I heard you yesterday davening mamish offer ani b'chayai. Suddenly now I see nishkin offer, nishkin eifer. What happened? He says, for sure. Klap HaKadosh Baruch Hu offer. Klap Yena? Ach hakol is nish for sure. No. Okay. So that's the Meforshim say we say it because it has all the chelkei. We mashlim all the chelkei tshuva, as the Rambam says. There's 4 chelkei tshuva. Says the Gemara weiter. Mar berei beravina. Ki ave mesayim tzloise omaroche. Eloi kai. And this also we're going to recognize. Mar berei the ravine ki ave mesayim tzloise omaroche. Eloi kai. Netzoyer leshoini meiro. Usfosai midaber mirmo. Nochanam what's mirmo? Nochanam that's netzoyer leshoini meiro. Usfosai midaber mirmo. Mirmo is sheker. Sheker is mirmo. That's what you say in the Tzol Shel Miro. Usfosai midaber mirmo. Inochaname kazro. Inochaname is mirmo. He's talking in his heart and he's thinking in his. He's talking something else. Right? That's mirmo. It's a sheker. He's pi veliboy einom shovim. That's why in the beginning says the Gon. He says, "Elikai netzor leshoini meiro." Usfosai, but my leshoini inochaname miro. But usfosai midaber mirmo. Because in the heart I'm thinking one thing. And in the mouth, I'm saying a different thing. That's why you sfosai midaber mirmo. That's why in my mouth, so I shouldn't speak about the sheker. Ulemekalelai nafshi sidoim. That means the people that nechoname nafshi sidoim nechoname, a person that the people that want to curse me. But nafshi kaofo lakoil tiye. Nechoname, like what means kaofo lakoil tiye? So there Tosha says an interesting thing. Tosha says ma ofo eino bekabel kli eloilom. Doesn't get rid of the world. Kenya rotzen shezari lo yichle lo ilam. Ko shiro imer ve'oyo zaracho ke'afar ha'oretz. So you know it's a loop shot ke'afar ha'oretz. Not only sand, ke'afar ha'oretz, but we shouldn't have a kilyon in the world. Should always be a hemshech in the world. As is octoises over here, in Nochaname ka'ofo, in Nochaname, yeah. I think the Marshal says that what's the ka'ofo to you? Ma'ofo. In the beginning, everyone treads on the offer, but in the end, the awful threats on everyone. Mimele is like even that people now are threatening on me, it's himself, ich will sein azoi wie the awful. That in Ochaname, I will go up on them.
Was his name actually Mar? That doesn't Mar mean Mr. normally?
No, it wasn't. His name was Mar. His name was Mar. Yeah. Says the Gemara weiter. So, psach libi b'soirosecho, b'soirosecho tirdev nafshi. So the Gaon explains what's psach libi b'soirosecho. So he says psach libi is connected. He says the taivus haguf. That's the Psach Libi. He says Tirdef Nafshi. He says it's connected the types of the Chemdo, the Momoin, the Kovet, that that the person is misavet, and that's why the Kavon thing. ותצילני מפגרו, ומייצרו, מאישרו, מכל רויס המשחק שיש לו ואוי לא אילום. וכל החוישים אולי רו, מאירו אופר רצוסום, וקרקע מחשבתום. And that's a posuk in Tehillim, Yehirotzin, Imrei, Fi, Egoi, Libe Fonecho, Hashem Tzuri, Inochoname, Vegoi, Ali, Inochoname. The Ravid says that all of these tachanunim, when we say them, only after the Yehirotzin. The Rashba disagrees on them, and he says, Inochoname, you can come and say it also before. What is Medayek? Is Medayek come over here? Because we said all of the tachanunim, and then he says, Yehirotzin, Imrei, Fi, Egoi, Libe Fonecho, Hashem Tzuri, Vegoi, Ali. That's the Machlokes Rishonim. Over here we see he says all of the thing, and then he says so we see that word that he says it only after that. Okay, the Mishnah Berurah brings the Sarop, look in Kuf Chof Beis, Seif Cotton Gimel, and the Mishnah Berurah. Says the Gemara weiter. Rav Sheshes Ki Avi Yosef b'Tai Nisa, when he would come and be in a tiny Bosar de Matzle after he would daven Omar Hochen. Ribono Ilomi. Golui lefonecho bisman shebeis hamikdash kayom odom choite. What he brings, makriv kom, bring the kom. Ve'im makriv mimenu elo chelboy v'domoi of the kom. Right, the chelim v'dom. Umiskaper loi. Ve'achshov yoshavti b'tanis v'nismayed chelbi my fat v'domi. Damu הנפש, ירוצו לפניך שיחל בי ודומי שתסמד כאילו יקרבתי לפניך על גבי המזבח ותרצני, תרצני שדבר ריצוי שבמקבל my tainis, and that's why tainis is the Taz says a very interesting thing. Taz says why a tainis is also helping the Kabbalah Belev. A tainis is a Kabbalah Belev also better to come and speak out, but also a tainis, that's what the Taz says. Tainis also Kabbalah Belev is good enough. He says why? Because tainis is like a comb, and a comb Nidre Yegdesh. Nidre Yegdesh is afilu belev. And that's why also the tiniest is afilu belev. Because this Gemara that we see that the tiniest is like a comb, the person's makiv himself. Rabbi Yochanan, Kiyave, Mesayim, Sifre, de Iyov. In Yochanan, we know that Iyov lemayis at the end of the Sefer, it was niftar min oilam b'shem toiv. In Yochanan, says the Pnei Yeshua, he would do a Sudas Siyum. When he would just finish say the Sefer Iyov, he would come and do a Suda Siyum. This is the Pnei Yeshua over here. Okay. So he would come and say the following. Omar Oche. Soif Odom Lomus. The person cannot stop it. En malasot. Soif Odom Lomus. Vesoif Beimo Lishchite. Ve'akoi lemisei moimdim. Ashri mi shegodel b'Torah. Ve'amoloi b'Torah. Yochanan Mimele continue to be Amoloi b'Torah. Because as we know that the Torah is Megadaltoi. U'meiroi mamtoi. Mele becomes a Godol. And I think there's even a song about it, right? And the Godel b'Shem Toiv, v'niftar b'Shem Toiv min oilom. V'olav Omar Shloima Toiv Shem Mishem and Toiv v'Yoim HaMoves miyoim hivol. Okay, there's lots of vertlach of this Yoim HaMoves miyoim hivol. You know, we're gonna have to give it for next time. We learn Koyeles. Says the Gemara. Margale bepume de Rameir. That means there was a regulus and the Rameir used to say it. Gemoyer, that means Gemoyer, learn. Bechol levavcho v'chol nafshecho ledas is drachai. V'lishkoid al dalsei teirosai. That Nechoname, because every letter, every word in the Torah, Nechoname is like a door that opens up to a few doors in the house. Nechoname, because every word in Nechoname is the Reb Chaim Volozhin and Razmarich and Ruach Chaim. The door, every word in the Torah is a door. It opens up a new house in front of you, a new palace in front of you. Every word of the Torah. Says the Torah, Toirosi belibcha. Nechoname, I want to come and remember the Torah. V'negedei necho tiye irosi. That Nechoname, when I'm doing a ma'aseh, shmoyer picho mikol chet. When Nechoname talk, v'tayr v'kadesh atzmecho mikol ashmo ve'ovoin. That means also in kadesh atzmecho b'mutoloch. That means also in things that Nechoname is Torah. Kadesh atzmecho b'mutoloch. And then, and then in Nechoname, I'm going to come and if I have all of these brachas in Nechoname, I will be with you everywhere. Magale Pume de Rabbonon de Yavne. Rabbonon in Nechoname who lived in Yavne, they would come and say, Brei v'chani, Ani, that in Nechoname, that he's learning Torah. Brei, Nechoname is myself. V'chavrei, that in Nechoname, that he's a Amoretz. אני ברי וחברי ברי, אני מלאכתי בעיר והוא מלאכתי בסוד. That means he comes and he says like, Onu rotzim ve'im rotzim, yeah, the amoretz and things. So I, in myself, he's not a Talmid Chochem, and my friend is a Talmid Chochem. How we can notice the difference between us. So he says, Ani, that Inochonamed, that's melachti ba'ir, ve'u melachti basode. Just what? Ani mashkim lemelachti, ve'u mashkim lemelachti. Kashem she'u eino mizgader bemelachti, right? He doesn't come and say, hey, look, he's doing a thing, right? He doesn't mean mizgader. Mizgader, he doesn't try to do my melacha. Yeah? He's not trying to do my melacha. Kach ani eini mizgader melachti. I'm not jealous, or I'm not. I don't have any will to come and to do his melacha. Shem otoima. Maybe you can come and say that he's right. Why? Because I need marbe ve'u amamit. And if you can say maybe nochoname, that's right. Nochoname, that's what he's doing, what I'm doing. And nochoname, just what? Ani marbe. I'm learning a lot of limud Torah. Ve'u mamit. He doesn't learn a lot of Torah. So he says in nochoname, and as we learned in nochoname, we learned in nochoname that what? Shoninu echod hamarbe ve'echod hamamit. Nochoname levad shechaven limo l'shamayim. So nochoname also, if a person comes and he is learning a mamit, but the focus in nochoname is the chaven limo l'shamayim, and whatever he's doing it. A person can be nochoname a ben Torah and working all day because they are lept in Torah, and that's the difference. Okay. Says the Gemara, that means orum you should do with the orme, with a bit of a spice. You should know how to fight the Yitzhorah. The Yitzhorah also is a schwindelt. Orme, yeah, it's a shrewd. Sorry, yeah, that's the word. Should be a bit shrewd. And orme. Says the Gemara, when we find in Loilom Yei Odom Orum Be'ire. And the same thing also, Ma'anerach, Meishiv Chemo. When the person is angry, you should speak to him softly. ומרבה, ממילא will be מרבה שולם עם אוכי ועם כוי ומכל עוד, ואפילו עם נוכרי בשוק, עם ללמוד הגוי, כדי שיהיה אוב למעלו ונחמוד למטה, ואם יקובל על הבריאוס, אומרו עליו על רבי יוחנן בן זכאי שלא הקדימו יודו משולם אוילום, ואפילו נוכרי בשוק, everyone, רבי יוחנן would come and say hello to. Magre פה מדרוב תכליס חוכמו, the ikar of the Torah, חוכמו is Torah, the ikar of Torah is will be with it, תשובה ומייסים טויבים, נוחנמה, they come and say, not only Torah has to come with the Nochoname Maisim Toivim. Yeah. Shelo yei odom koir v'shoynet, that means he's learning Torah, and together with it, he's doing boyed bovi ve'imoy, uberaboy, umishu godol mimenu, b'chochmo b'minyan, shenemar, the first thing is Reishis Chochmo, and then Iras Hashem. Fakert, there's Reishis Chochmo, and then Iras Hashem. The Torah starts, but you don't have to start because that's the Rambam says. The Rambam says when Tchilas Dino Shel Odom, what do you ask him first? Al Torah. Tchilas Dino Shel Odom and Shomayim will be Torah, and then Nochoname Shoyal Limo Yisrael Maasov. And that's Reishis Chochmo Yiras Hashem. Sounds like saying Reishis Chochmo before the learning Chochmo, the Cheretz Chochmo Torah. No, the Pshat is Reishis Chochmo, then Yiras Hashem. Nochoname first, then the Torah Chochmo and the thing. Oir Shebo Machziro Lemutav. Seichel Torah L'chol Lo Yisayim. Nochoname Lo Yidei Lo Yinema Lo Yisayim. Here the thing, the Girsa. Okay. Lo Yisayim Lo Yinema Lo Yisayim. What means Le'oisim Lishmo. Le'oisim. It doesn't say Le'oisim Lo Yinema, right? Some Goyos say Le'oisim Lo Yinema. Elo Le'oisayim. Le'oisim Lishmo. Le'oisim Shelo Lishmo. Because Oisim, what means Oisim? The Nochoname, they do the Maisim. Oisayim, it means that they do themselves. That means that's not Lishmo. They don't do only the Maisim. You say him, they're doing it for themselves, for different reasons. And that's why it's talking Shaloi Lishmo. V'chol ha'oiseh Shaloi Lishmo. In Nochoname, if someone does Shaloi Lishmo, says the Gemara, Noyach loi Shaloi Nivro. Noyach loi Shaloi Nivro. Why? Because in Nochoname, Istam Noyach loi Shaloi Nivro, because in Nochoname. So Rashi says, let's just read the Rashi over here, Oiseh Shaloi Lishmo, Noyach loi Shaloi Nivro. Pirush, she'eino loimet kedei lekayem, elo, as we said beforehand, lekanter. פרק מוקי שנוהג ואמרי, רוב הקסיב. זה מסתיר את הפסוקים. עד שמיים חסדךו, וקסיב מעל שמיים. towards the חסדים, toward the שמיים or above the שמיים. כאן באויסק שלא לשמו, לא לשמו. ואוסם אי, שלא לשמו is also good. ואוסם אי מכאן כדי שיכבדו. וכי משהו בירושלים מידי פרקים. נכונה מלוקת. The Torah says the same idea. Same idea as we mentioned before. There's a לשמו, That's the best thing. Sheloi lishmo is the Shem Koved, and then there's a darge of Neach lo sheloi nivro, Sama Moves, and that is Almenas lekanta. The story says also over here in the Bomas Loise, Shloim Adoch Meire, Shein Eloimed, in Ochoname is doing Almenas lekanta. Yeah. And in Ochoname, the Goen says an Even Shleimo. The Goen says an Even Shleimo that someone is learning Torah and he's not working on his midas, and he's learning Torah and he has bad midas, so fakir, the Torah comes and he's mashchis him even more. The Torah can come and mashchis the person, ashchosa even more. That's what the Goen says an Even Shleimo. Okay. Yeah, if he's doing it Lemas Lekanter. If he has a schlechter midas, he's not working on his midas, so the Torah is Sama Moves, is being even worse. Even worse. Okay, says the Gemara weiter. Yeah. Margalei bepumei derav. That the oilam hazeh is not like loilam habo, right? Loi koilam hazeh oilam habo. Oilam, that's in brackets over here, but I guess I think when we see round brackets, we don't read it, but the square ones, we do read it. Loi koilam hazeh oilam habo. Oilam habo, ein boy achile ushtiye, right? Loi achile velo ishtiye. Velo piri verivye, velo maso matam, velo kina, velo sina, velo tachus. No kina jealousy, sina hate. Tachus is competition. Elo, tzadikim yoishvim v'aytroiseyem beroshem v'nenim miziv hashchine. Inochaname de'av v'inochaname ziv hashchine. And what's that? Atroiseyem beroshem. Atroiseyem beroshem. Inochaname, that's why there was oichel oilam habo. That's the atoro, right? The atoro sheitro lo imoy. That's inochaname the atoro. Okay, there's over here lots of rayas. What's going to be in Tchias HaMeisi? They're going to get up the same way. Not going to get up the same way. So Rabbi Yosef Elboy and Sefer Ikrim is marich in this. Okay, we're going to have to carry on. Maybe after the show we'll speak about it in a few minutes. Okay, because it's very interesting over here from this Atoisei B'Roshei, from this Kinu Etachos, the Sefer HaMachshove, Rabbi Yosef Elboy, Derech Hashem, and the Oir Hashem from Chazdoi Karkash. They speak about this thing. Okay, says the Gemara weiter. So when they were satisfied in the Ziva Shchina, they came, it looked like Keilu they were eating and drinking. More than the men. In Nochaname, that what? Shenema. Noshim Sha'anano is Koino Shemano Koili Benois Boitchois Azeino Imosi. And what means Sha'anano is? Sha'anano means Loilam Azeh. And Boitchois, what means Boitchois? Loilam Abo. Right? Move Tachlo Shul Ben Loilam Abo, as we spoke yesterday. That's a boitchois. Boitchois means loilam habo. That means that Kosh Baruch Hu is coming and promising the women two oilamos. Even though the nome kayem only nochaname oilam habo. Afilo chadeting. Omar li rov li Rav Chie. These women nochaname b'may zachion. Why there was oiche nochaname loilam habo? Kosh Baruch Hu doesn't give you nochaname oilam habo only for one schus you have. Limud haTorah. In Ochoname, they don't have a limud haTorah. In Ochoname, the Goen says, in Ochoname, they have lots of different mitzvahs. But the schus loilam abo depends only tzadikim yoishiv atroisem beroshem v'neni miziv hashchina. In Ochoname, they're going to sit and learn. How are they going to have oilam abo? Right? The Mashgichim and Yeshiva used to say that the Gehenim and Ganein are the same thing. They give you a borabasa with a long toisasim, with a standard, that's it. Fa'enim is the gresta Ganein, fa'enim is the gresta Gehenim. Depends who you are. In Ochoname, when they come over there, what's the B'may Zachian? Because they don't have the limud haTorah. They don't have the limud haTorah. Says the Gemara, because they are worried and they take care of the sons to learn Torah, they bring them to the schools. And they allow the husbands to come and to go to Beis HaMedrash instead of to help at home. And in Ochoname, that they learn over there. And they wait for the husbands till they come back in Ochoname from the Beis HaMedrash. That means they allow them to go. In Ochoname, where they would go, each one would go home. They would come and take reshus from each other to go home. Mibei Rab Ami, that means the Besmet of Rab Ami. Ve'amrelo, some say Mibei Rab Chanine, Amrelo. Okay, they would come and say to each other this following bracha. In Ochoname, you should have enough whatever you need. You should have enough whatever you need. You should have. You should be zoichel lechai olamo. V'tikvoscho ledoir doirim. Libcho yeget tvuno. Picho yedaber chokmois. In Ochoname, this is a bracha. Veleshoicho yar charish, that means you should always speak about, always like mumble to yourself. Renonois. Afapecho yashiru negdecho, that means you should understand the Torah ke'aloche, you should understand properly. Einecho ya'iru b'me'oyer Torah, you should understand the Torah. Ponecho yaziru kezoyer okia. Sifsoisecho, your lips, your biu das, you should speak, make sense. And kliyoisecho ta'alois no mishorim. The kliyois that over there is the person thinks from. Upeomecho yorutzu, peomecho is the foot of a person. Shmoya divrei atik yomin, and atik yomin, as we know, the pasuk of Daniel said that atik yomin is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ki avem fat rabonu bei Rav Chisda ve'omu lo mi bei Rav Shmuel bar Nachmani omu lo yoche. Alufeinu mesubolim. What means alufeinu mesubolim? That means the pasuk over there is talking about ein peret ve'goymer. What's the ve'goymer? Ein peret ve'in yoytze ve'in tzvocha b'rucha v'seinu. And the Gemara comes and explains. What's alufeinu mesubolim? What it means? They would come and bless each other. What's the blessing of what they give each other? Alufeinu mesubolim Rav Shmuel. Ve'amelo Rav Yochanan ve'Rav Lozo. They had the machlokes of this pasuk. Chad omar alufeinu. That means alufeinu means alufi, Rabbi, umiyudoi. Who said to who? David Achitoifel. That means you're my Rebbe. Alufeinu means Rebbe, right? Alufeinu, Rabbi, Alufi, umiyudoi. That means Rebbe. Batoiro, alufeinu batoiro. Umesubolim. Subolim means in Ochoname. For example, the Parsi, we call them mesubolim bebosol. Someone is very fat. He's mesubel bebosol. There's lots of layers of bosol. So you should have lots of layers of mesubolim be mitzvahs. They should have lots of layers of mitzvahs. We find the Vayet last week. Vayet Shichmoi. Oh, was it Lisboil? Yitrog. Exactly. It should be full. Vayet Shichmoi Lisboil. Mesubolim be mitzvahs. You come and have a lot of mitzvahs. Vayet Shichmoi Lisboil. Mesubolim be mitzvahs. Chad Omar in Ochoname. Chad Omar Alufeinu. What's that? Betoira. Ube mitzvahs. Umesubolim be Yisurim. And what's the pshat? Ein peretz. And what's ein peretz? So ein peretz sheloi tei siyotoi kisiyotoi shel David. That what over there was a peretz. Sheyotzo mimenu over there Achitoifel. What's Achitoifel? Poratz Malchus beis David. That was Achitoifel, and that's why peretz is Achitoifel. As we see, the Tosha says Poratz Piotzo beMalchus beis David. And that's why that's called peretz. Ve'en yoitzes, what's ein yoitzes? You should be zoichet ein yoitzes, sheloitei siyoseinu, they're blessing each other. Kesiyosei shel shol, sheyosei meno doega adoimi. That means he was in the thing, doega adoimi, who came and he killed the Noivi HaKoyanim. Ve'en tzavacha, what's ein tzavacha? Sheloitei siyoseinu kesiyosei shel Elisha, sheyosei meno geichazi. And why is called tzavacha? Why is called tzavacha? So Tosha says very interesting. Tosha says, she'oyom etzoira, because geichazi, after he came and he tricked Naaman, right? Naaman was the Sartzova of Melech Aram. And Aram had the Sartzova, was called Naaman, and he had one day he had leprosy, Tzoras. And they told him, he did anything and nothing else. So he told him, there is a big tzaddik, he called Elisha, go to him and ask him. He went to him, and he said, what is going to happen? He tells him, go dip in the Yarden for 7 times. And he says, Yarden? So Yarden is a small river we have over there. And Tzoyer in Lebanon, we have over there beautiful mechatzoyos. I need a yard, but they tell him dip. He dips and he comes out like a small baby. And then he wants to give presents to who? To Elisha, but Elisha tells him, no, I don't want to take. But when he leaves the house, Gehazi goes after him. He runs after him and he says, but the moisture is not from Geld, and that's Gitzel. And he tells that he goes back and he takes him money. And as he comes back, straight away, Gehazi comes into the room of Elisha. He comes and Elisha recognizes, tells him, whatever you do, the Tzoras of Naaman will go back you, and that's Arbon Noshim Metzoyroim Yoshua Pesach, and that's Pesach Shoymoy. That's the Gehazi Obono. So now on Metzoyro he called the Tzoras, and Metzoyro has to shout Tomei Tomei, and that's why Nochoname. That's why he's called the Metzoyro. Tomei Tomei Yikov. Vaynu Tzvocha. The Maharsha says a very interesting thing. The Maharsha says, I think. I didn't see it for a long time, but I think that the Maharsha says that what's the Ein Tzvacha? Gehazi, where do we see that Gehazi is Ein Tzvacha? Because when Isha Shunamis, right, we spoke last week about the Isha Shunamis, Gehazi sends back Elisha, Isha Shunamis, and he warns them. Right? When a person comes and asks you where you're going, you run back to the house of the Shunamis, go see what's with the child. And what he did? He followed? No. Lo yisanenu. He followed. So Yochanan ain't sevocha. Now he says Aniye is also ve'onu alevim. Says Rashi onu alevim koil rom. Koil rom. Whenever it says Aniye, is a koil rom. Right? As Rashi says over there, ono doidi. In Shir Hashirim, beginning of Shir Hashirim, it says ono doidi ve'omar. So Rashi mikan binyan av. Whenever it says Aniye in the pasuk, it means koil rom. It means koil rom. Whenever it says Aniye in the pasuk, it means koil rom. Huh?
Vonisa v'amarta.
Vonisa v'amarta. But ve'onu alevim, Rashi says koil rom.
Rashi's called
Koil rom. So Yochanan ki yisholcho ish lo yisanenu. Don't answer bekoil rom. And he did answer koil rom. So that's the tzvacha of Gei Chassid. It says lule divra tois. I would say that's the pshat of the eight tzvacha, like what we find by Gei Chassid. Yeah. Okay. Birchoi v'yiseinu says the Gemara shelo yeh lanu ben oy talmid shemagdiach tavshiloi berabim, like who? Like Yeshu Anotzri, Yochanan, that word that he was coming in Doiresh thing. Says the Gemara, what is in Yochanan, what we said over there, Shemagdiach Tavshiloi berabim. Says there's a pasuk. Another machloikes about the pasuk in Yeshaya, I think the pasuk is. Says the pasuk, Shimu Elai Abirei Lev or Choikim Mi Tzedoko. Rav Shmuel, V'amr lo Rabbi Yochanan v'Rav Lezer. They have a machloikes, what is the pshat over in the psukim. Chad Omar, this pasuk is going on the tzaddikim that they are Abirei Lev. Who's the Abirei Lev? They are the tzaddikim, the Abirei Lev. And they in Yochanan, they are strong, right? What's Abir? Abir is a knight, Abir, right? That's what we call Abirim. So in Yochanan, the Abirei Lev, they're strong in Avodas Hashem. שכל העולם כולו ניזונים בצדוקו, בצדוקו of in Yochanan of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't owe us anything, he gives us tzedakah, everything what HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us is tzedakah. Hey, that means that tzaddikim nizonim bizroya. In Yochanan, they are needed not b'tzedakah. They deserve it, and that's why they get. In Yochanan, we get b'tzedakah b'schus of these tzaddikim. V'chadam ha'kol ha'olam kulo nizonim b'schusam. V'heim afilu b'schus atzmam ein nizonim. In Yochanan, k'de Rav Yude Omar Rav, d'Omar Rav Yude Omar Rav, v'chol yom v'yom b'asker yotzis ma'achoi v'yom meres. Kol ha'olam kulo shechanina beni. The schus in Yochanan, Rab Chanina, in Yochanan is like tzedakah keilu. The Sefer Hasidim says that Rab Chanina, he gave tzedakah for the whole world. Now let's imagine Rab Chanina would have nothing. Someone came and said, "I have Rab Chanina. I'm giving him something." You think, look at me, I'm doing tzedakah with Rab Chanina. Versteht gar nicht. Rab Chanina is giving tzedakah. The whole world is b'schus Rab Chanina. He's giving tzedakah for the whole world. And they do the Sefer Hasidim. He's giving in Yochanan the whole world. What Yochanan was his chelik. In Yochanan the shlo, that's his brother the shlo, but it's bavus from the Baal Shem Tov, that kol olam nizoin b'shvil Chanina beni. He says it comes out the shvil, a shefa, the shemaim, and through the shvil of Chanina beni, the whole world gets whatever they get. That's the shvil, a path, a shvil. This tzina of the Chanina beni da'ilo ikal charuvim erev Shabbos. Lerev Shabbos, and all the Amorim Yochanan, and Yochanan, yeah. Okay, and over here Yochanan is Moichiach the Rambam from over here. Rambam Moichiach the Talmid Chochem shouldn't have Hanoah Me'acherim. This is one of them. Hanoah Me'acherim, Talmid Chochem shouldn't be misparnas Me'acherim. He should work himself, and he shouldn't take from others. Zog the Gemara. Pliege Yochanan Rav Yude, that he explains the pasuk a little bit different. Doma Rav Yude, Man Abirei Lev. Who's the Abirei Lev? Goyvoy Tipshoy. That means Goyvoy was a nation in Bovel, and they are Tipshim. Omar Rav Yosef. Teida. That's the way. The Olo Igaya Giru. Minayu. Yochanan, we see that they are Tipshim and Rashoy because we don't find any Geirim what came from the nation of called Goyvoy. Omar Ravashi Bnei Moshe Machzeh. These Goyim who live in Machzeh Abirei Lev Dinu. The Kochozo Yikra Doiraisa. They live among the Eden. They see the greatness of the Torah. And Treizin and the Shatet. Twice a year they see when they come the Pesach and Elul, Pesach and Elul, when they come to listen to the Kale, to the droshes over there. Says the Gemara, we learned in the Mishnah Chosn. Im roitze likrois, in Yochanan you can come and read. Lemme imred the Rab Shimon veGamliel chaish leYoare, and that's why he says lo yikol haroitze liteles Hashem itoy. Why? Because if in Yochanan is not a big tzaddik, it's a gaive. Rabbonon say that anyway you can come and read. Lo chaish leYoare. Fragt die Gemara, wo Ibra Shamin lo you're the other way around it. Nah, mokim shenagu lasos melachom et Tishabov oisin. Mokim shenagu sheloi lasos ein oisim. Ubechol mokim. That means sign a place what noagu, sign a place sheloi noagu. Talmidei Chachomim beteilim. They're allowed to come and to be bottled from Melocha in Tisha B'Av because the Avelus. Rab Shimon Gamliel Oimer, Lo Oilom Yaseh Kol Odom Es Atzmei Ketamid Chochem. And if he wants to be mevatel himself, he's allowed. So Lechoire, we see that we are not choishes for Yare Lefi Rab Shimon Gamliel. Kasha the Rabbanon. Why? Because in the Gabi Chosin, what he said that anyone is allowed to come and to be mechamen and krishme, and Legabi Tisha B'Av they said only Tamid Chochem. Kasha the Rab Shimon Gamliel. Why? Because Legabi Bitl Meloch and Tisha B'Av they said you're not choishes for Yare, and Legabi everyone, and Legabi krishme he said that the Chosin that's not a big tzaddik, we are choishes for Yare. And for the Gemara. That means that the Tana that in Ochoname that came and was Masada the Mishnayos, he did over there a mistake and he changed the Shitas over here. And Be'emes, the one that asked to come and do, and the one that came in Ochoname and the other way around. Says the Rav Shir Berei the Ravidi Omar Lo Ilom Lo Tachlif. Don't be mechanic, just what the Rabbanon Lo Ikashe. Why? Kriya Shema came and the Kula Mekoko Ve'iyu. That means the Chosin also Na Mekoko Lo Imichzik Yara because he's not outstanding from everyone. He's together with everyone. But awesome. That means the Tisha B'Av came and the Kula Me'avde. Everyone does the Melach and Tisha B'Av, the Melach. Ve'iyu Lo Ikovid. So then, he's standing out. Then it's Michzik Yara. The Rab Shimon Gamliel and Rab Shimon Gamliel Lo Ikashe. Why? Hoche. That means Ikrishme. Bechavon etali milse. And I said the loy motzel chuven edaiti. Nochaname, it depends on the kavon. This person, you're told what's marks now that in Nochaname you could be, you're better than anyone. You could yes be mechaven. That's why Nochaname. Ve'anan said Nochaname he's not a big tzaddik. The loy motzel chuven edaiti. Avaloche. That means where in the bittul meloch and Tisha B'Av Oroye, someone who sees him doing a meloch, he doesn't understand why he's doing it because he's Tisha B'Av. He's model. He says what he says. This person, he's a lazy person. He doesn't like to work. Oh, my melocha udei loy. Erot nicht gearbeitet. Poik chazika, but lo nike beshuka. Go outside on a regular day. Look how many people are just walking around the streets 12 o'clock in the morning. No, what they are battling.
But they know it's Tisha B'Av.
Huh?
They know it's Tisha B'Av.
Yesterday was also battling. So everyone has to go find the thing. There's lots of people. Maybe today he doesn't have a job, and that's why Nochaname. Adron aloch hoyo koyera.
Amen.